In 1901, just off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera, sponge divers stumbled upon a discovery that defied all expectations and would go on to become one of the most mysterious artifacts of the ancient world. They had set out looking for sponges in the Aegean Sea, but what they found was far beyond their wildest dreams: a sunken shipwreck packed with statues, coins, and pottery that dated back over 2,000 years. But among these treasures was something else, something entirely different, something that would spark a century-long debate and a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. What they found looked like nothing more than a lump of corroded metal. When they pulled it from the water, no one had any idea what it truly was or what it would mean. This corroded fragment turned out to be one of the most complex machines ever built by ancient hands. Today, we know it as the Antikythera mechanism, a relic so sophisticated that many have called it the world's first analog computer. This device, with its intricate array of gears and dials, could do things that no one thought possible for ancient civilizations. But how could this technology have existed in the ancient world? Who made it, and why? At first, archaeologists could make little sense of this strange mechanism. It was only after years of study, with parts carefully cleaned and painstakingly reassembled, that the true nature of the Antikythera mechanism began to reveal itself. The machine contained 37 intricate gear wheels, each carefully crafted and fitted to turn precisely in unison. This wasn't a simple tool or decorative item. It was a device of unimaginable complexity for its time. As scientists examined it, they began to understand the extraordinary function it served. This ancient Greek machine could predict astronomical events with shocking accuracy, from lunar phases and planetary positions to eclipses. Imagine the gears turning in perfect harmony, each one delicately crafted to sync with the others. The Antikythera mechanism could track the positions of the planets, the phases of the moon, and the solar calendar. It could even predict eclipses and alignments. For a machine built over 2,000 years ago, this level of complexity was astounding. No other artifact from the ancient world has shown anything close to this degree of precision. It was as though someone had plucked a piece of technology from a much later time and dropped it into the hands of ancient Greece. What is even more astonishing is that the Antikythera mechanism used differential gears, an engineering marvel that wouldn't be officially documented until the 16th century, over 1,000 years after this device was created. Differential gears are complex to construct, even with modern techniques, yet here they were, embedded in this ancient machine. This raises so many questions. Who could have designed and built something so advanced? How did they know how to do it? And where did this knowledge come from? The Antikythera mechanism wasn't just an astronomical calculator. It was a device that required a profound understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Its construction would have demanded precision engineering on a scale that historians had never thought possible for that period. Whoever built it had to have an almost impossibly advanced understanding of both theoretical and applied science. They would have needed to know about gear ratios, planetary orbits, and even the irregularities in the moon's motion, all of which are complex calculations. And yet, someone, somewhere, made this. As scientists began to analyze the device, they realized that this was not simply a one-time creation or fluke of genius. The Antikythera mechanism was likely part of a much larger body of knowledge, a high point of engineering and intellectual achievement that we are only just beginning to understand. This device points to a lost legacy, a culture of scientific innovation that might have vanished as quickly as it appeared. To get a better look inside, researchers turned to modern technology. Using advanced X-ray techniques, they were able to see the inner workings of the Antikythera mechanism in stunning detail. What they found amazed them. The intricate complexity of the gears was unparalleled, with each component working in sync to calculate precise, astronomical information. The X-rays revealed inscriptions on the device too, describing its functions in ancient Greek, almost like an instruction manual. These inscriptions gave clues to how the mechanism was used and the calculations it was capable of performing. By comparing the inscriptions with the known workings of the device, scientists pieced together a clearer understanding of its purpose. As more findings came to light, 3D imaging technology helped researchers reconstruct the mechanism digitally, allowing them to simulate its full range of functions. They discovered that it could track the cycles of the moon, predict solar and lunar eclipses, and even align with the movements of the 5 planets known to the ancient Greeks. Some researchers believe that it might have had additional functions we haven't fully deciphered yet. Each new discovery raises even more questions, hinting that the Antikythera mechanism may have been even more advanced than we currently understand. This ancient device doesn't just challenge our understanding of Greek technology, it challenges our view of history itself. If the ancient Greeks were capable of building a machine like this, what else did they know? And if this level of knowledge existed, why don't we see more examples of such advanced technology? One of the biggest mysteries surrounding the Antikythera mechanism is why this knowledge seems to have disappeared after its creation. If the ancient Greeks could make something this complex, where are the other examples? Where are the prototypes or later models? Some historians believe that the knowledge required to build this machine was held by only a few individuals, perhaps a small circle of craftsmen and scholars. When the Greek civilization declined, this knowledge may have been lost, swept away in the tides of history, wars, and changing empires. Others speculate that these techniques may have been passed down secretly or sporadically, hidden in other artifacts that we have yet to find. Could it be that there are other Antikythera-like devices waiting to be discovered? Or was this a one-of-a-kind creation, a flash of brilliance that vanished as quickly as it appeared? The Antikythera mechanism challenges us to consider the possibility that our view of ancient civilizations might be too limited. It raises the question of how much we really know about the intellectual and technological achievements of ancient societies. If they could build a machine this precise, what else were they capable of? And what would have happened if this knowledge had survived? Imagine a world where the technological progress of ancient Greece had continued unbroken, where innovations like the Antikythera mechanism laid the groundwork for even greater inventions. Could we have seen an early industrial revolution hundreds or even thousands of years ahead of schedule? What would our world look like today if the knowledge contained in this device had been preserved and built upon? The Antikythera mechanism is more than a machine. It's a mystery, a glimpse into a lost world, a puzzle that scientists and historians are still trying to solve. As advanced as our modern technology is, there are still things we can't fully explain about it. We know it was used to predict astronomical events, but are there functions we haven't yet discovered? Could there be meanings hidden in its structure, a code or a message from the past that we still haven't deciphered? This device tells us that history is not always what it seems. We like to think of technological progress as a steady climb, a journey from simple tools to complex machines. But the Antikythera mechanism suggests that history may be more cyclical than we think. Knowledge can be gained and lost, discovered and forgotten, and sometimes what we find on the ocean floor can change our understanding of what is possible. So, the next time you hear someone say that ancient civilizations were primitive or limited in their capabilities, remember the Antikythera mechanism. Remember the intricate gears, the calculations, the extraordinary craftsmanship, and the mystery that surrounds it. This 2,000-year-old device challenges us to look at history with fresh eyes, to wonder what other secrets might be buried beneath the waves, waiting to be uncovered. It is a testament to human curiosity, ingenuity, and the mysteries of time. And as scientists continue to study it, who knows what they might discover next? If you're fascinated by the untold stories of our past, by the mysteries that lie just out of reach, then join us as we continue exploring the forgotten technologies, the lost knowledge, and the unanswered questions that shape our understanding of history. The Antikythera mechanism may be just one of many secrets hidden in the sands of time, waiting to tell us a story we're only beginning to hear.